Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
I try not to rant on here very often anymore, but today I woke up and chose violence. By now you've seen the rumors in a number of places. The Yankees have apparently considered Matt Chapman for shortstop. And look, each offseason there's all sorts of rumors, and most of them go nowhere. And so it's best to take any rumor that you hear with a huge grain of salt, including the ones you hear from me, including this very rumor that we're going to talk about in this video. First of all, Matt Chapman's a great defensive third baseman. He ranked in the 99th percentile in outs above average according to Baseball Savant. He's got a tactical ballistic missile where his right arm should be. He plays hard, and he can hit a little bit. Emphasis on a little bit. He's got power, as you can see, 27 home runs last season, 36 home runs during the juiced ball season of 2019, but he hit just .210 last year and struck out 202 times. Are the Yankees insistent on never putting the ball in play? And how many people do you really want playing out of position? We had to watch Jay Bruce at first base last year, and we were all so thankful to see Mike Ford get in there at first base, even though he ultimately got released, just because he was a real first baseman. We had to endure Miguel Andujar playing left field. What's next? Giancarlo Stanton at catcher? Nestor Cortez at second base? Get the f*** out of here. Chapman has played a total of 4 games at shortstop in his career. He's a defensive whiz, so he might do fine. But with some other shortstops on the horizon, he's going to spend a maximum of 1 season at the position, and he's going to be learning the job basically the whole time. Then he moves back to third base after not playing there in a year, and you're screwing with the guy's career. You're screwing with the team's defense. It would be such a waste to have Matt Chapman on this team and play him at short. I'm sorry. He's got to play third base if he's on the team. Sure, the Yankees already have 2 guys who can play third base defensively, Gio Urshela and DJ LeMahieu. Matt Chapman is better than both of them, and it's not particularly close. If, for some reason, the Yankees decided to trade for Matt Chapman, just play him at third base. Gio Urshela is a nice player, but you don't let him block Matt Chapman at third base. I'm sorry. If the Yankees are that hard-pressed for a shortstop, and it seems like they are, why not just give Oswald Peraza a shot to learn on the job? The kid's going to be 22 years old in June. He played great in the minors last season, so well that he went from High A Hudson Valley all the way to Triple A Scranton Wilkes-Barre in 1 season. He's young, he's athletic, he's hungry. He might surprise you. He might rise to the occasion. Sometimes you have to give people a chance. So what if Peraza struggles a bit to start the season? He'll only get better the more you play him. And as a fan, wouldn't you rather watch someone who's young and hungry and full of energy, fighting to improve every day, than watch someone play out of position all season and think to yourself, man, if we could just play him at third base? As much as I like Chapman defensively at third base, the Yankees don't need 200 more strikeouts in the lineup either. Say what you want about his .210 batting average last season or his lifetime .243 average. Some people think batting average doesn't matter. I contend that it matters to a degree. It's a data point. It's not the most important stat, but it's also not meaningless. You need hits, not just homers. You need contact, not just strikeouts. You have to create movement on the bases. And I will say, for Chapman, he's fast. He ranks in the 76th percentile in the league in speed, but that doesn't do you a lot of good when you're walking back to the dugout 200 times. Ultimately, I don't believe this Chapman rumor, just like I didn't believe the Bryce Harper first base rumors a few years ago. The Yankees need to get a shortstop, or they need to trust one of the kids. This all comes down to years and years of poor roster construction from Brian Cashman. Not enough depth, not enough balance between right and left, speed, contact, and power. All of the other things you need to build a great team. I wouldn't complain about Matt Chapman at third base because I like what he gives you defensively and his overall WAR. But if you bring him in, that also means you got to dump some of the other strikeouts. You can't have Gallo, Chapman, and Sanchez striking out a combined 520 times in the bottom half of the lineup. That's not how you win ball games. I'm sorry.